All right, morning everybody. Today we got an overcast, jury. I think we got some more rain coming. This ditch still hasn't gone down enough to be able to walk across here, but I checked all these traps in this area. Everything's still like we left it. I'm over here trying to pinpoint my sticks on both of those drowners. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see, but right over here in this one, we got a coon hunkering down right up against the edge of that wall. So we're gonna drive around to the other side and all right guys, made it over here to this other side. We'll check these traps while we're over here. Both of them are still working. We'll get down here and show you guys this raccoon, and then I'll get it reset and we'll move on around to that other area. There he is right there. He just hunkered down. Got a back foot catch on him. So all right guys, I guess the raccoons were moving last night. We got one here. I guess so. He's got this area tore up really good right here. Right there's that trail coming through here. We're just gonna kind of clean that trail back out. Right there's where we had that trap bedded, guys. We'll get him taken care of and get that trap reset. All right guys, we're just gonna scratch a place back out here for that trap to sit. Gonna get it secured in here again. Just like that. And we're just gonna take some of this grass and stuff that's here. We're just gonna lightly cover that trap again. Here we go guys, that's gonna work. We got that trail defined to straight back out here. Stay still, Mark. Those duck hunters right over in that blind, guys. Those decoys are at. We got some geese coming over us. Let's just sit down right here. They were calling at them, trying to get them to turn. They're gonna keep on flying. Them guys over there hunting, guys, you want to be mindful. They said they didn't mind us being out here, but still want to be mindful of them hunting. And if something like that happens, you're out here and they just bank there right there hunting, just freeze, be still, don't move. Wait and let them work whatever birds they're gonna work, and then you go back to what you're doing. We got that trap back in there, guys. Just scrape that, redefine that trail back out, and waiting for the next one to come through. We'll just put these logs, kind of bring them right down into that trap. Get over and check these other traps. Right here, a foothold still in there, guys. This trap's still sitting right here. See it's there, Mark? Yeah. Get over here and check where we had that miss yesterday. Guys, just talking, the duck hunters were hunting this morning. They're in that blind. I stopped and talked to them this morning. They said they seen a monster beaver over here. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the same beaver we missed yesterday. And look here, that line's tied again. Nothing in it, guys. So they're outsmarting us here with this trap. And get it reset back. Try it again. Put it right back in this little crossing. What I'm gonna do, guys, I've been sitting that real close to the edge of that bank. Instead of setting it right here, I'm gonna set it on out here and try to see if we might get them with a back foot. See if that might make a difference. Yeah, oh, you can see kind of a bank den right over on that other side, guys. And we're gonna get on up there and check those new sets we got in that corner yesterday. All right, guys, so right here's the first 330 we got set in this tunnel right here. It's still set. Looks like this one's actually pushed over. That one looks like it's tripped. I'm almost wondering if we didn't have some muskrats come through here. Well, this one's tripped. That next one's tripped. Get them reset back. I'm gonna grab them. I put a couple of colony traps in the truck, and I hadn't used them yet this year. Well, except for catching that mama and baby skunks out of the culvert. Showed you how we use that colony trap to get that done. But I'm gonna take that colony trap. I'm gonna put it in these runs because I almost bet that's what tripped these traps was some muskrats coming in here using these runs. So we'll get them colony traps set. All right, guys, got that one reset. This one over here is still set. This one's tripped, so we're gonna get it reset here. All right, guys, so we got this one set back in here. Here's these colony traps. We're gonna just set them right in these runs. I'll take one of them. I'll set one in this run. We'll set one right over here in this run. Guys, the only thing with these colony traps, you want to make sure they're fully submerged. And that's not happening right there. Might go out in front of that trap mark. Go out in front of it and maybe a little bit deeper. It's not going to be deep enough in here in these channels to fully submerge this trap. Mark's got one set up here in this channel in front of this trap, so we got it set right there. I'm gonna step over here. I'll put the other one down here below this dam where we got those other two traps at, and get it set over there. Right there's a run, guys. Going across this thing right here is that main run they're using. We'll just find us a spot. I know there's some deeper spots right down here. All right, here's that first trap, guys. Nothing in it. There's a second trap. Nothing in it. All right, guys. We'll bed this one right here. And just barely submerged right there. I'm just going to take this stake right here in the center of it. Stake it all the way down where it pushes down on that trap. And make sure both doors are working, where they'll come up and they're free falling back down. They are. Guys, with this being so shallow, we're going to take some grass and stuff and cover the top of it up. Blend it in. If we don't, those birds of prey we'll see that animal down here struggling, and they'll come down here and get it. So just cover the top of it with some grass like that, have it right in the middle of the run, and see if we can't pick up some muskrats. Now, I'm really kind of surprised, guys, we didn't make any catches here. Just have to wait till tomorrow and try again. We know we got some good sets made, so it's just a matter of having patience and getting it done. We're over here at this big pond area that we were trapping back before the ice. We come over here and tripped everything because of that ice. I want to show you, I think I got them 2 beaver we got out of here, I think were the beaver that were living in here. And all the rain and flooding that we got has really changed the way all this looks. It's washed these dams out. The water, you can tell the water's fell a good at least 3 foot in here. You'll see some raccoon tracks, guys, but you can see this is that dam where we had the 330 on the bottom side. You can actually see our drowning rod sticking up there, and that tells you how much that water has gone down and how much mud and debris that water moved, because we had this anchored all the way into the ground, all the way to the top of the ground, and it's dropped at least a good 1.5 foot there. But just looking, I'm not seeing that those animals, those beaver, have come in here and tried to repair it or pick it up or anything. So we're going to get all these traps pulled out of here and get it moved back over to where I found that deer carcass, and get that set back up, see if we can't pick up some out of that colony. All right, guys, we're back over here where I found that deer carcass in this dam, and it's going to be the same thing here. That water washed that dam out, all that flooding, and you guys can see the difference that it made here. We carried us a drowning rod and a 330 down here with us. The drowning rod's not going to work now, at least not like we had it planned. The guys, right here is where that dam was. And you see all the raccoon tracks going across. Right there is what's left of that deer carcass. It didn't wash off. Those beaver, I know they're still in here. Right there, matter of fact, right there's one of them. Just right there's one of them going under the water. Pretty sure that's a beaver just come out of there, guys. Look at the video. I think I was looking that direction. I just caught him right as it was going underneath the water. But I'm pretty positive it's a beaver. I'll watch for him to come back up, maybe slap the water with his tail. We can tell they were building a hut right over there, guys. So we're gonna try to walk this sandbar back over there and see if we can find a hut. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a hole right there he just come out of. Took a peek at us, see what we were. You can tell there's debris washed in here already. They'll start bringing some mud and stuff in here. You can tell they've been right up here, guys. They've been right there's a tail drag where one come across right here. Here's another tail drag that they come across. Looks like the deer's been using this sandbar as well. Right here, raccoon, beaver. There may be a hole right in here somewhere in this little section, because they're sure wanting to come over here to it. Right there's that hole that beaver just come out of. Right there, guys, you can tell it's not in the water now, but he was still up in it, come out, and we saw him. And we'll get a 330. I've only got my hip boots on. I'll try to see if I can get over to that, and if I can, I'll get a 330 placed in that hole. Right here, guys, is where it looks like they were building that hut at, and it looks like it may have caved in on them. Let me get down here in the edge of the water, see if I can walk around that edge, or if it's too deep for these hip boots. We'll just use our drowning rod here as a walking stick as we go. And it's gonna, if it gets much deeper, I'm not gonna be able to go. We want to walk slow, guys, because we don't want to step off in one of those runs. We'll use that stick in front of us to check for those. Just kind of feeling with my feet along the edge of this thing, guys. I'm feeling for holes. I haven't filled any. Right there is going to be a run. I bet right there's one. Yep, right here. Right here's one going in there. I'm going to mark it with that stake. We'll get a 330 throw in here. Yeah, all this is collapsed in. All that rain and freeze just collapsed this hut in. But I bet there's still going to be cavities they're going to be able to use. They're going to be kind of confused about what's going on with all that rain and stuff. All right, guys, so we got this set up here on this stick now. I've got it anchored best I can up here with this T-bar stake. We're going to come right. This ground's going to be pretty hard, so I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to get this pushed down into the dirt. I'm going to go ahead and step down in this hole so I can feel that with my feet. Exactly where that hole is, and that's going to be about where we want the trap right there. So I'm going to try to shove this stick down in there as best I can. It's all right, it's still long enough. We're just gonna stick it back on there, spread them springs out. That's gonna hold it where we want it. All right, guys, I'm not able to shove that stick into the ground there. So we're gonna turn this trap around. We're gonna see about laying it in there. We'll get this adjusted to where we can. We'll take that stick and lay it across there. I'm gonna feel with my feet, guys. You want to be real careful doing this. I'm gonna stick my foot underneath that trap, feel where that bottom jaw is compared to that hole in the bottom of the ground. I want it to go a little bit deeper than what it is. I just set it off. And we're gonna get it set back. We'll get it, work with it for a minute, and we'll get it figured out, guys. Looks like our chain got into that trigger, and that's what set it off there. That's why you want to be careful, know where all your body parts are whenever you're playing with these 330's. I don't like setting these by hand, guys, but it's just not too bad to do. You guys have seen me do it in previous videos, but I like to use the setters just to save my energy and stuff. But all you want to do is come in here, top of that spring, put your heel on the highest point of that spring, get it started pushing down to where you can reach it with this hand. Grip both of those springs, guys, and then you're able to grab a hold of that thing with your fingertips on both hands, squeezing here. You just gotta squeeze it tight enough to work that safety on there. That trap's set back. The jaw's caught our trigger there, so we'll readjust our trigger where we need it to be. Get it reset and try again, guys. All right, We got it set again. We're gonna leave the safeties on until we get that stick through it, just to save us from having to set it again. Ease back down here again. Let's see, here's our stick, our raised stick. As we're just gonna bend those springs up. This time we're gonna make sure to keep our chain out of that trigger. Gonna run that stick through there, guys. Right there, that trigger's really bent up right there. So we need to adjust that trigger some more. All right, we got it back in there where we want it. Turn this thing around here where we can keep that chain out of the trigger. Pull those springs, guys, get it tight on that log where it's not going to move. Stick it down there about where I want it. And again, I'm going to use my foot real carefully. Come underneath that trap. Feel the bottom of it with my foot. Guys, I'm about 3 inches off the bottom of that ground right there. That's where I want that trap. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and come in here with a couple other sticks. Push them down to the ground just best we can. We're just not getting it secured here. Right here would be a good reason to have some H stands. And I've got some bigger ones I may bring back with me tomorrow. Okay. Over here on the sides, guys, where that stick is overhanging. There we go. Overhanging. So we got that run right here on both sides. We got kind of a little sandbar high bank. I'm able to get a stick in it. So that's how we're going to secure that trap in there. We're going to take a stick on each side of that long stick that's going through that spring. And we're just going to put these. There we go. Inside of it. We'll get this one out of the way. It's not working now. We'll use it the same way. Feel where that stick comes up. Right here's the end of it. All right, I'm able to get that stick into this side of this sandbar a little bit there. So that's going to secure that trap. Same thing here. This one's on the back side, so we're going to come to the front side on this one. There we go, guys. I'm going to see how that did. Securing that, it's actually in there pretty sturdy. So our trap's just hanging on a stick, and then we're using the end of it over here to secure it in there. Got it anchored here, so that trap's guarding that hole, ready to work. I'm gonna work my way back over there, guys, and check that side, see if I can get down through there, possibly get that run set where we saw that beaver come out of there. All right, guys, so right here's where we walked in across that dam a while ago. And right here is a hole they're still using. And I think I remember saying when we were setting this dam, there's probably a bank bin right here on this corner. Right there it is. I can see fresh tracks going in and out of there. Probably what I'll do, because that's dry there, I may put a drowning rod, stick it out here into this deep of water, and guard one of these holes, probably right here, with a drowning rod out into here. And guys, this is where we had that miss as well. Same thing that happened yesterday morning happened here. I had a ring off on a big beaver, so I want to hopefully can get him picked up. All right, guys, I wanted to put a drowning rod in right here, but this clay bottom of this ditch isn't allowing that to happen. So what I've done, I put this 330 in here. Now you can tell I only got that stake pushed in a little bit on this left hand side, maybe a couple of inches into that clay bottom. And over here on this side we had this root, and I was able to catch the corner in that 330 with that root sticking out there. And between that root and a little bit of stake that I got in the ground, that secured that trap pretty good. I went ahead and camouflaged it in a little bit with some sticks and stuff. We may actually end up having some trouble. Those beavers being in here before trying to trap them, and but we may have some trouble with these 330s. They may knock them over, know what they are, be trap shy. But we're going to leave this here, see if they are trap shy. We can come in here, anchor us a snare to this root wad, and we can put that snare up in that slide hole, get that trap completely out of there. It's probably what we should do in the first place, but I don't have any snares without having to walk back up to the truck. I've got all this equipment right here in the water, and I'm going to go ahead and just set them like this for now. We'll get over here tomorrow. If we have trouble, think that they're trap shy, they know what they are, then we'll pull them out of there and we'll redo it with snares tomorrow. But I got another one, guys. Right over here is that other hole. Right over here is that next hole. I'm going to get a 330 set in it. If there's possible to get this drowning rod in there, I will. I don't think it's going to be, because I can't shove this bottom end into the ground at all to anchor it. And then up here on the side, it's either sand or hard clay. No way to anchor it. But anyway, let's get this trap put up in here and see what it looks like when we get done with it. All right, guys, we got this 330 in here. Pull some of these root wads off, kind of camouflage the side of that end just a little bit there. All right, guys, we're going to call that good. That 330's guarding this hole, and you can tell all those footprints, fresh mud. So they're definitely using this. I was able to get this stake down a little bit farther there to secure this corner, and then use this stick over here and this spring to secure it. So that makes three 330s we got in here. Guys, while I'm setting these sets, it's good. It's always good to have a partner likes trapping with you. While I'm getting these sets put in the water, Mark's up here putting some predator sets in on these trails on this high bank. A coyote, bobcat, everything's coming through here. We may go pick us a trail out here real quick and hang a snare in it. All right, guys, I'm back over here. You can tell right there is another bank den, and you can tell, I can see a little point comes out of that hole and kind of curves to the left. Be a good spot for a 330. I'm not sure if I can get over there right now, but you can put a 330 in that run. You're going to pick those beavers up. I got another one here in my hand, guys. I think what I'm going to do is go up here to this dam and sit this 330 in that crossing where they're going through that dam. Just looking right here, looking at this dam and this debris that's in here, where do we think those animals are going across it at? And I'm going to say this right-hand side over here. So they're going to be hugging this bank right here on this right-hand side, and they're going to turn and go right over the top of this right here. So what we're going to do is get down here on this bottom side, and we're going to bed us a 330 right in here. Guys, we got this thing anchored with a stake up here, right here. And with this clay bottom, I'm not able to stick my sticks down into the ground like I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here on this trap and go through these springs. I've cleared this out, guys. I've cleared this out from all that debris and stuff being in there. Kind of made that run a little bit easier for them to see. We're just going to take this stick, run it through those springs. We're just going to shove this other end of it up into this sandy bank on this side. Just like that there, guys. I want to make sure that our safeties are off. I'm pretty sure I took them off. I did. Both sides are off. We're going to spread these springs back out on top. And guys, we've got that trap bedded right there where they're going to come through. They're going to want a dime to go underneath that support stick that we got the trap supported with. That trap's in there securely. And see if we can't pick one up with it. Something else for you guys to be aware of when you're out here trapping. We're pretty close to a city, and my truck's visible from the road, and of course a guy pulled down here, wanted to know what I was doing, if I had permission. He was kind of he wasn't real friendly about it. Once I told him what I was doing, he was okay with me being here, but he still wasn't just the friendliest. But guys, all you can do is just be friendly to them and let them know what you're doing. Make sure you do have permission to be where you're at, and then you don't have nothing to worry about. You just gotta deal with people that want to know what's going on, and just busybodies. That's what they are. They don't have nothing else to worry about except for what's going on around them and what you're doing. So just be friendly. Don't cause no problems. And, he'll leave after a few minutes, and then you'll get back to doing what you're doing, not to worry with him anymore. Guys, so we trapped this area a month and a half ago. Coming here, we caught one beaver, had another twist off, and then we pulled everything out of here and left this area completely alone for a month and a half. Since we've been gone, the water's washed this dam off. That's actually pretty good for us because that's got them beaver moving around, changing things up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets in 3 bank dens, and it's one crossover this dam. And we should pick some of these beaver up tonight. I get in here, hit them hard, set them hard, and yeah, get them caught. But Mark's up here setting some predator sets, so I'm gonna go over and check in with him, and we'll see what he's got set and put up, guys, and I'll show you guys what he's got out. All right, guys, so we come in here and measure a couple of dirt holes. Just right down here is where I just showed you those last sets. And on the trail, Mark got him a dirt hole right here up underneath this log. I've got one right down here by this tree. I'll show you in a second. But we're not able to anchor using earth anchors into the ground. The ground's so soft, those earth anchors are pulling up. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a chain. We're just going to wrap around this tree. Still not long enough, is it? Yep, I believe we can make that work. So we're just gonna Mark got that, he just attached that chain to his split ring over there. All I'm gonna do is the same thing here, guys. I'm gonna come in here and anchor all 3 points of this chain, the one going around that tree, both of them, and then this is going to be going to Mark's trap over there. I might pull it just a little bit. Hang on, let me get this anchored, and then we'll. All right, guys, we're going to turn that split ring, make sure get all 3 points anchored to this split ring. All right, here we go, guys. So now that trap's anchored there. Those animals, guys, those animals aren't going to care about this chain laying across the ground, but somebody else walking around out here might notice it and they start investigating it. So we're just going to cover that chain up with some leaves just to cover it from prying eyes. There we go. Mark's got this set. I'm gonna have to do the same thing over here, guys. All right, guys, here's my set. I'm just using this natural hoe that's already here. I got this extension cable I took off of one of my beaver traps. I'm just gonna come in here, run it through that split ring, anchor it down to this tree. There we go. Attach it to my trap here, guys. I'm just gonna take this earth anchor off of it now and attach this extension cable anchor. Just like that. So that trap's anchored up here. Just gonna get it bedded in here, secured and set. Just like that, guys. We'll take a few of these leaves, just lightly cover that trap up with those leaves. There we go. And I'm just going to throw me some bait and lure up in this hole and call that set. There you go. There we go, guys. Some of our beaver meat bait that we made, and we'll just pick us out. What kind of lures did you use? Remember?
I used that beaver meat and this stuff right here.
Okay. So Mark used beaver meat and this coyote gland lure that I made. I'm just going to take one of these other different kind of lures. His set's just right here, so I'm going to use just a little bit different lure and just pour a little bit in that hole. I'm gonna go ahead and just get some of this one right here. We'll get a good amount there, and we'll just shove that back in that hole as well. All right, guys. So we got this area set pretty good. We got all those beaver sets in the water. We've got 4 land sets here for some predators, and we'll see what happens in the morning. Now, guys, we still got traps to check at the house when we get back to the house, so we may have something caught over there. If we do, I'll check back in with you. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. All right, guys, so this blind set, this blind set that we put in here has picked up 2 different critters, or 3 critters. We've had a raccoon caught in it, we had a gray squirrel caught in it one morning, and then we got this rabbit this morning. Now, most of the time, whenever you catch rabbits, there's only pieces of them left when you come back if there's a lot of predators around. That tells me, and we're right here at the house, and I keep the predators thinned down around here all year long, so it doesn't surprise me much. I'm glad to see that rabbit. Now, us catching him in that long spring, him bouncing around, he's going to get skint and put in some rabbit stew or something. We won't be able to turn him loose and him make it. But anyway, guys, just goes to show you again that those blind trail sets are going to pick up anything that comes through there. So we're going to get him out of there. We're going to get that trap put right back in that same spot of ground, that same trail that they were on, and have it working again. All right, guys, so we got that rabbit out of there, that little faint trail. You can see it just right between. Before we started trapping, there wasn't any side tire marks for me coming by on the side-by-side. There was just the one little faint trail coming down through here, right through here, crossing that ditch. And we got that trap just lightly covered with some leaves right there, and next critter comes down it, we'll have them picked up as well.